I never would have thought that instead of just perfectly adapting the light novel, that the studio that is working on Sword Art Online Season 3 actually gave anime original scenes to expand upon the content. I wish more series did this. I wish more studios went out of their way to adapt the source material, but also expand upon the content and make it so much better. It's one of the big reasons why I've been praising JoJo so much from David Productions is that they're kind of fixing things that happen in the manga and clarifying things, giving characterization development. It's why I've been really enjoying JoJo that airs every Friday. And I'm happy to say that Sword Art Online is actually getting things expanded upon in its series and clarification. Like the whole Kayaba and Renko stuff, that, if I am correct, that's anime original. A lot of the stuff that happened within this episode with side characters like Klein and all that, that was anime original content, which pleases me. Because, don't get me wrong, the light novels for this arc, or at least what I've read up to like volume 12 or 13, they're very good. They're solid. But at the same time, once again, there is one problem that SAO has, and that is that there's a lot of characters, and there's not always a lot of time to dive into every single character. And I'm very pleased that our side characters that haven't really been relevant for a very long time actually had some time to shine in this episode. Like I said, the Kaiba and Renko stuff, that is a big surprise. Like, just seeing the clarification to the relationship. It's always kind of been in the face of light novel readers. Like, if you have read the light novels and all that, you know that Renko and Kayaba, they've had, like, a thing. It's kind of obvious. You can put the pieces together. But to just straight up see the way they did that scene in the anime, I'm like, whoa, okay. They definitely want to clarify that, yes, they were definitely a couple. They were going out. And seeing Kayaba's backstory and, you know, him talking about making SAO, it truly blew me away. So let me give some clarification for anyone that's forgotten these characters and don't know what's really going on. So, the dude that you saw in the flashback with Renko, that was one of the female characters in this episode that got Asuna into the government facility. She was someone that worked with Kayaba in the past when he was creating SAO. The first season of the series, or the first novel, to where, you know, Kirito and everybody got stuck in a game, to where if you die in the game, you die in real life. You know, that entire segment of the story. Well, basically, Kayaba was the creator. He's the one that technically created VR, or this game, the World Seed, that spread out throughout the entirety of the world, and now mini games are starting to be created in that image of SAO. And the point here is that, you know, he was the creator, and, you know, as you remember, his AI technically was also uploaded into Kirito's nerve gear at the end of the first half of Season 1. And then also, later on, we found out more information about Kayaba with the World Seed and how Kirito could give out the World Seed to allow other games to spawn, which GGO came out because of the World Seed that Kirito spread out, which explained the conversation that Kirito had with Renko in this episode, and how she's like, if you have any hatred, I understand, get rid of it, but if you don't, and you don't have, you know, pure hatred for the man, you know, please spread it. That's basically what she was trying to say to Kirito. So yeah, there's some clarification. Now, another thing too, the government dude, like the government official you saw in this episode, I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not going to try, but basically the government official you saw in this episode that was towards the end, he is someone that was also assigned to Kirito in the second season, when GGO first started, Gun Gal Online. You remember when Kirito, he started taking a job up to find Def Gun, he was doing a job, and that was the dude that gave Kirito the job. He's a guy, a part of the government, that is in charge of, you know, keeping regulations with VR, virtual reality, and all that in check, and he's also obviously working with Raph that you see that's been introduced for this season of SAO. So, yeah, that's to give some clarification of what's kind of going on here with these characters and all of that. But anyways, the anime original stuff. Klein. I don't believe Klein was actually even in, like, this part of the light novel back when I read it. It's been a few years, honestly, since I've read this part of the series. I know I'm gonna be clouded in some areas to where I don't remember everything. I'm not gonna deny that. But at the same time, though, I do know that when it comes to, like, the Kayaba, Renko stuff, and then the Klein stuff, that was not there, or at least not in that detail that this episode wanted to show us. So, just job well done for everyone that worked on this episode, because honestly, if I can expect this from the upcoming episodes, like all of the remaining episodes of SAO, because we're going to have like 50 actually, around almost 50 episodes from what's been clarified, then oh my god, like if they're really expanding upon the story, I cannot imagine what they're going to do in the future. But okay, dropping that for now though, let's talk about the situation. So, it's very clear we finally got, information on what happened to Kirito. For instance, why was he automatically transported inside of a game or a virtual reality world? Like, what happened? That was never really clarified after, like, the first episode. We haven't really got to see whatever happened after that. Well, we get to see that clarification, and basically, Kirito, he died. Legit died in this episode. Like, he legitimately died for a total of 5 minutes, and if you know anything about biology and the human body and all that, when you're dead for a few minutes, that does do some damage to your body. Your body is definitely going to get pretty hurt by that, and in a lot of ways, you're never going to probably recover. And when you see that, like, analysis on Kirito's body in this episode, you're like, wait, does that mean that Kirito legitimately died and he was transported to another world? That's what you might actually get. Like, you might actually get that from, this episode. And you're like, what? But then it's clarified that he was transported to another facility. And we don't really get to see him or what condition he's really at. We just know that he was transported, which leads into the main conflict of the episode. Now, Asuna and everybody else are trying to find Kirito. Where did he go? Well, he's supposed to be at this other hospital, but he's not there. And then now he's on some form of, secret government base that's called the Sea Turtle. What's happening here? But yeah, that's the big point with this episode, is that it gives clarification that something really bad has happened to Kirito, and, it makes you wonder, is he going to be okay? I mean, right now, he's technically in a world that feels very real to him. We know this. We've seen it from his perspective of being inside of the Underworld arc and all that, like in the Underworld VR experience. We've seen how the man straight up, like, he feels pain, emotions, fear, and all of that, and he's on a journey. But even then, though, it's crazy to think that Kirito could be actually potentially dead for all we know. What if, like, just hypothetical, no spoilers, but I'm just gonna let you guys wonder about this, but what if Kirito's technically already dead? Or what if he became an AI? I mean, think about it. We do know that majority of the characters inside of SAO, like this new VR experience, they are AIs, so what if Kirito is one? Think about it. But anyways, dropping that little subject for now, I do like how Asuna snuck in, because number one, it's laughable that she was able to get into a top secret government facility, because honestly, in real life, I doubt it would have been that easy. Granted, Yui is very broken, and to clarify who she is the AI program girl that was from the original first season, which Kirito and Asuna saved in SAO, the original SAO game. They saved her, and that's why she's always been with them, and, she views them as Papa and Mama. But anyways, basically, Yui is very broken. She's like a super hacker, and she can pretty much do anything she kind of wants. So, I mean, it makes sense why she was able to break into the government facility and all that, but even then, though, it's kind of funny that Asuna was able to get in through that many security checks that easy. I mean, yes, they did face recognition and all that just to make sure everything is okay, but it's still obviously very easy to what it really should have been. Now, speaking of which, Asuna, if I wouldn't have known that was actually Asuna from reading the light novels, I would have been fooled. Not gonna lie. The reason why I say that is because the mix of English voice acting when she was responding in English threw me for a loop, because I'm not used to hearing Asuna's voice actor speak in English, and it sounded kind of good, and I'm just like, whoa, like, I was just really, like, blown away by just how, I guess, mysterious Asuna was being in that moment, and if you really didn't read the light novels, you probably wouldn't have known, unless you were spoiled or something. But yeah, so that's pretty much about it when it comes to this episode of SAO. It's a great episode. It has so many things that, I know many anime onlys are going to be questioning, and I can't wait to just see certain things animated, and also, I really cannot say it enough how much I love the anime original content that was added in this episode. If they do more stuff like this, oh my god, like, I can't even imagine. Like, they're really gonna make this one of the best arcs of SAO even better if they do more content like this. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a like. And if you want to get notified for whenever I upload a video, please click the bell icon down below. And with that, Chibi out.